I haven't done a video about this specifically, and it's a good thing that I get to this now. People want to know where exactly the economy is headed. That's pretty easy. We're going downhill. The question is, why would they allow this? Why would this elite structure allow such a catastrophe to occur? Why wouldn't they want to print money, keep it for themselves, and live in their mansions? This is a question that is multi-level. There's many different dimensions to this response. I'm going to get into a few points now, and we can discuss this back and forth. Of course, nobody knows the right answer, but we can piece things together and start to really figure out this puzzle. So one thing I'd like to note is that they have the printing press. They own the Federal Reserve, they own the shares, they own all of the central banks around the world. So having money isn't an issue. Do you really think that the highest level Rothschilds are not in among the most, the Forbes 500 or any of these sort of lists? It doesn't make any sense. They only put the faces like Bill Gates at the very top of the list, and they do so intentionally because he's a public face. They don't want the underlying riches to really be exposed, to show that there are hundreds of trillionaires in reality. They have the printing press. They can print as much money as they want. They have hundreds of palaces in certain instances with the Rothschilds and with the British royalty. They have hundreds of palaces. So the wealth is untold there. They don't want money. They seek power. At the very peak of this pyramid, they seek power. That is exactly what they want, but at a deeper level. I hope everyone on this channel is ready for this. But at a deeper level, beyond the peak of that pyramid, what they are after is things that go beyond what we see with our senses. Now, the Bible referred to them as demons. The Quran refers to them as jinn. And the Gnostics, for example, referred to them as the archons. And there are every society and every culture, they all talk about this. It's a demon, it's some satanic ritual. It doesn't even matter if you believe it or not. These elite, the same ones that go to the Bohemian Grove, the same ones that are involved in all sorts of sick things with children, these people are the ones who believe it. It doesn't matter if you believe this or not. Don't even think about that. You know, we've seen stuff from Bohemian Grove. We've seen all of the child kidnapping, the torture, the mock sacrificing, the sacrificing, all sorts of things that go on. And this is particularly evident right now around Halloween, where many, many children are going to be sacrificed for whether, the things that we believe or not. So beyond this pyramid, beyond the highest levels, are things that go beyond our own senses. That is what they're seeking. They're actually seeking pain and destruction. And if you don't think so, look at all the wars that are going on. It's not just about money anymore. It really isn't. And perhaps it never was. They've already completely dominated us. If you think about this, they've allowed them to complete every single mass murder in history. There are 262 million murders in the last century alone. You have wars that go on that nobody wants to fight in anymore. There's the smallest little minority of people who actually want to see war and to see death. But everyone else just wants to go upon their day. But how did they do this and why? They use their secret societies, as I discussed in the previous video, to push this agenda through. They use the media to control people. But to what end? They already have full control. They have the public dumbed down so far that they don't even know what's going on. When they're walking down the street, it looks like they are literally zombies. there are people watching this video, if you're still with me at this point, there are people watching this video that don't quite understand what's happening and why. And we need to dig deeper into this. I surely don't understand everything. What we need to do is dig deeper into this and realize that what's happening here isn't everything that we see with our eyes. There are these networks that go beyond the government, that go beyond the political system that we've set up here. Sure, they're corrupt, some of them are complicit, they know what's happening, but then you have something like the Bilderberg Group, who goes a little bit beyond that, but they're still public. And then you go into the church societies, the black nobility, from the Vatican, from Venice. You go into all these deeper and deeper levels, peeling back this onion further and further, and you get things that people are absolutely not aware of. And then you go into things that are beyond this realm. And of course, I don't have all the answers, but what I wanted to note is that when you look at all the pain in the world, all the destruction, all this chaos that's happening, and you're thinking, well, they can't print money forever because then they'll destroy it. That's the point. That is exactly the point. They want destruction. They want pain. They want everything bad. That is the intention, and that's something I'm trying to bring to you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and this sort of topic. It's something I don't cover very often, so if you're still with me, thanks for hanging in there. And if this is something that you want to hear more about, I have done more research, and just let me know. Thanks a lot.